Hey guys, welcome back to Boxing Out with Bailey. I'm your host, Bailey Eichner, and today we have a very special guest. Not only is she my teammate, but she had a breakout sophomore year. Eva, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Bales.
I just have to ask, what motivated you from freshman year to sophomore year? And what was your mindset going into this past year?
I think a big thing for me is kind of fighting complacency. Like coming off of the freshman year I had, like I said to you, I didn't want that to be it. And I think complacency is something that people can kind of just fall into because it's comfortable. But I really tried to push myself and challenge myself, and I saw the void that was kind of occurred when Bianca left. So I saw that there needed to be some shift in whatever, and maybe that wasn't me scoring everything, and maybe it was me doing other things, but I think going into the first game, I tried to think back to it, and I don't know, I think it's just subconsciously I kind of saw what needed to happen, and I wanted us to be successful, and so then I just filled that void. And it was just kind of always telling myself, like, what I got to do whatever is best for the team. And if that's setting up my teammates, if I'm not shooting well and that's looking for others, then I got to do that. But if I have opportunity and I'm shooting well, then I got to kind of take those opportunities. So I think that for me was a lot of it's just subconscious talk too, and just being like, okay, like you're good, and just building your confidence. And then once my confidence was built, I was like, wow, I can do this. This is crazy.
I know that you said you've been able to work out, and I didn't even know that you had an internship. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's actually called Power Forward. It's a brand new company, and they just established themselves this spring. Luke Bonner, I don't know if you're familiar with Matt Bonner. He played for the Spurs. He's from New Hampshire, and so I worked their basketball camp like 3 years in a row at one point. And so then I kind of had made connections with them, and just scrolling through LinkedIn one day, making connections, just being me, and Bonner reached out to me and was like, hey, Eva, like we've never had interns before, we actually just got started, would you be interested in something? And I was like, of course, I don't have any experience in anything is good for me. So I kind of have just been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and the whole point of the company is to basically like allow athletes to make money off of their name. And so like we have some live sites right now, like Taco Falls has a live site, and it has all this gear that's been designed by a design team that we actually have, and so much of the gear is specific to like who they are as a person. So he's from Senegal, so like he has some Senegal gear, and it's just really cool.
Congrats, that's awesome. But just shifting more into even basketball, but what have you been working on to improve your game from last year to this year? Given the circumstances, I know that you haven't been able to get in the gym a lot, but what have you been doing to get better?
Yeah, so I actually live near a few mountains and stuff, so kind of beginning of quarantine and even in the summer, I would just go on hikes, and then I would start to kind of mix those up, whether I was like running up the mountain or carrying a rock or just kind of different things to work on, just staying in physical condition, like running wise and strength wise. Like I'm helping my brother vlogs randomly, so like I'm doing upper body strength kind of directly. And then my brother has kind of like some weight stuff in his basement that I've kind of been able to get to at some points. Thankfully I had a gym that was like an hour from my house that they opened up, and was like for an hour a day I could go with one of my siblings for like, I did that for like a week or two. So I could just like get shots up and stuff and get on the gun, or just kind of put myself through a workout. And then more recently, I had the opportunity to work out in Mass with a group of like 10 girls who play kind of at a variety of like, there's BC, and there's someone from Dayton, a girl going to Villanova, someone committed to UConn. So there was a lot of different girls. Yeah. So a lot of different
competition,
which was really fun. And we got to like work out early in the morning, and then we'd play pickup right after. So for me individually though, I was more focusing on, I've been trying to work on my pull-up game and just kind of developing another aspect of my game, because pull-up wasn't really there this past year, so I'm working on that. But then also I'm just a lot more conscious of like my rebounding and how I can set my teammates up more. So I've watched a lot of film on just like where my turnovers are coming from, and kind of like my different teammates' strengths and weaknesses, and how I can kind of set you guys up better too. So.
Well, that's awesome. I can't wait to even get back and start working out. But you mentioned that you had 5 of the 7 kids at your house. So you come from a big family. I love your family, by the way. They're so sweet, and I love when they come visit. But just tell me, what's it like having roots in New Hampshire, Michigan, Wisconsin? So what's it like to have the support system that you do?
It's honestly incredible. I was actually just in Michigan a few days ago visiting my family, and they love picking my brain. They love hearing about what I'm studying and just like everything about, from basketball to just regular life and stuff. And it means so much having support like that, not only from my immediate family and like my 6 siblings and stuff, but also just from like my extended family and the communities that I have. It's incredible. And to be able to go to like my Northeastern game and have, I can never even get enough tickets for everybody who comes, whether it's like old teachers or my brother's friends or like whatever it is, people my mom worked with at the hospital. Like, it's always fun to go to it, and it means a lot to be able to look into the crowd, that at least for one game, and see so many familiar faces. But yeah, to have kind of that spread, even in Michigan and Wisconsin, like, I love it so much. Because then it makes me want to travel to those places and see them. And I mean, to have people like that in your corners, it means like you can't replace it. Like, it's just incredible. It really is.
Wisconsin's your favorite place, right?
I've actually never been to Wisconsin, so.
What? But you have family here, don't you?
I do. Yeah,
okay.
My dad's originally from there too.
Yeah, he likes cheese. We talk about cheese every time we see each other. Eva, so I have one final question, and I think you know it's coming. Who is your favorite teammate?
See, that's just like so tough, because I go to so many of my different teammates for different things, so it's like you can't always nail one teammate down. I don't know, Bill. It's like
I feel like I come to you, like we're like the really competitive ones on the court. Like we are like always are super competitive, even in practice, and at everything we do, like everything.
Well, and also it was fun because like this year we had the business connect too, so like we were together, which we've never had before. But no, it's been fun. Like even within the summer, like Natalie's reached out to me with different opportunities and stuff, and like just different people kind of doing different things, and it's cool because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're connecting in new ways. Like, it's so much fun. I love you guys. I need to be back with my team.
I know. I can't wait to see like a couple years down the road where we're all going to be. I'm really excited about that.
So cool.
Yeah. But Eva, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'm so excited to see you very soon.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of Boxing Out with Bailey. We will see you guys very soon.